Hey, welcome back to meditation class. Happy Solstice. I am lighting a little Palo Santo, a little incense. So, I'm excited, you guys. Today we're going to do something a little different. I'm hoping the camera framing is okay. I'm hoping the construction across the street is not too loud. But we're here. We're trying, we're experimenting, and this is a practice, like something that I do for myself. Which is include movement into the meditation. So I know it's helpful for me in terms of like grounding my energy. So I feel like it will be helpful for you. So I wanted to share. Ooh, pretty, so pretty, comes in clear, opening up this space. I'm excited. Oh, I got some ash on me. So yeah, today's December 21st. This is the Arrive Meditation series that we have been hosting all December. So we have 10 more days of practice. And if you didn't see my stories, this has inspired me a lot. I used to do these challenges quite frequently. And then, with my podcast, with life, with my job, it's hard to make everything happen all the time, And also I truly feel like there's seasons of rest and seasons of expansion. And like sometimes being a healer, it's about healing myself too. Like I always have to step through the doorway for myself first before I could take anyone along with me for the ride, So anyway, this series has reinvigorated my desire to share like on social media, my videos and stuff, on Instagram, because Instagram, it's not always the friendliest place for my work and I don't get a lot of views, but that's not important. It's important that I show up for the people that it's helpful for. And I know that my work is so word of mouth and so like divine guided. Like, people just come to me because they're like, oh, I felt like I was supposed to go see you. So it's not about the views, but it's about being an anchor of light and showing up in the space. So I'm going to be now dedicating myself to a weekly live meditation / energy healing. We'll do similar stuff to what we were doing today, and then more guided visualizations, shamanic journey. I teach these Akashic Records journey workshops. They're long, so I don't know if we'll be doing them here live on Instagram, but I could give you guys like a little taste, short one. But yeah, I'm really excited. So after the Arrive Meditation series ends, I'm going to be doing live videos every week. So you can look forward to that. And then I'm going to upload them again to my YouTube page. So as I said the other day, like a lot of the work I do is, like preparing myself to then embody the thing that I'm working on. And then I can help people with that thing. So right now, consistency has been a theme. And that's something I've been working on for like literally 4 years. But I feel like in the last year, I finally began to understand how it works for me and how I will walk far away from it in order to keep myself safe. So I'm learning like it doesn't matter if I want to. It's more about like pushing through that barrier of want. So how do I explain that? Like sometimes sometimes you're like, I don't really want to do that right now. But then you get in it and you're like, oh, actually I love this. Like a walk or a workout or going to the doctor, you're scared. And then maybe you got some helpful information or like, so I think for me, it's like just doing it. So here I am just doing it. So let's get into the meditation practice. Today, again, is day 21. We're going to be doing a little movement-based meditation. So this will be about 15 minutes. We will be standing. So I'm going to stand back here. And I hope that you can see me and hear me. And I'll probably move up here. And then at one point, we might go on the floor. So we'll move the camera if we need to. But I want us to all stand. If standing is too hard, that is okay. Get yourself a chair and sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. But I encourage you, if you can standing up. And I want us to first just like bend our knees backwards, kind of wake up the legs a little bit. So bend our knees up towards our butt. kind of waking up the legs. And if you're someone like me that's like hyper mobile, like I'm just bashing stuff in my room, it's so easy. If you think you're standing straight, you're not. You're like pushing your knees out so far. So just remembering to bend the knees. So we're going to wake up our knees a little bit. Then I want us to just walk forward, then walk backward. If you can, walk to the side. I don't got a lot of room right here. I got my bed right here. But if you can, walk to the side. I got a table. I don't got a lot of space to go. So then I could walk forward and walk to the side. And I want us to just keep our eyes level. Don't look at your feet. Like, this is helpful to like coming inside the body. Like, I notice myself all the time. So we're just going to keep going in a square. Forward, then back, side to side. I notice for myself all the time when I'm walking around, I always will like look down. And like, yeah, I'm a clumsy girl sometimes. So it's like, sometimes I trip over something. So it's good that I was looking down. But I feel like that's, you know, it's not good for our neck. We're not supposed to be like looking down, looking at our phones. And we're supposed to be interacting with the world around us. So like learning to safely navigate in the space. So that's our intention. Then I want us to come to a standing position, hip width apart, feet hip width apart. And just bring your feet up and shift your hips upward as you're doing this. Feet up, hips up, side to side. Hands on your hips like me if you like, or they can be flat against your body. Now going into the standing position, bend your knees low and lift up slow. Bend your knees low. Like, notice I'm not going that low. Like, I'm going low for me. Like, what is safe and comfortable for my body. So bend your knees low, come up slow. We're going to do a little hip twist. So I want you to move your hips in one direction, then the other with the twist. You can move your eyes, but don't move your neck. Don't go, move your neck. Just keep your neck in a solid position and move with your body. Move with your body. Move with your body. Okay, now we're going to do hip circles. So I want you to bring your hips in a circle to the front of your body. To the front of your body, going as slow as you comfortably can. I hurt my back the other day, so I have to be like extra gentle. But it's still good to get some movement in. For me, for my body. It's not good for everyone, I know. So don't push yourselves too hard. Now go in the other direction. Back, 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 back. Move your hips to the back. Circle, circle, circle. Hips to the back. Circle, circle, circle. And standing. Just gently beginning to sway your body from side to side. Noticing your feet. How are your feet standing on the ground? Can you adjust your toes, your heels, anywhere to feel a little bit more surface on the bottom of your feet? For me, I just have to adjust the back of my feet to be straight because it's easy for me to turn right in. So just adjusting accordingly. And keep your hands on your lower torso, the front of your hips, swaying side to side. Imagine yourself almost like a bamboo in the wind. You're solid, but you can move a little bit. You can move a little bit. But your root, your feet, your legs, you're not going anywhere. It's like the top of your legs that's moving. Swing side to side. Side to side. Also, I didn't mention the part where if you want to listen to music, you can. It might make you like get more into this. I love to play like fun music, like pop music or rap music when I do these kind of movement practices. So you can get into that. You can play rock or whatever you normally like, or sound healing, relaxing music too. So you're welcome to pause the video and do that if you want to do that for the rest of the practice. I forgot to tell you that. I told you every other time, but I forgot to tell you today. Okay, resting ourselves now. I want us to just shake it off. Shake your butt, shake your shoulders, shake your legs, your knees, shake it out, shake your shoulders. You can even almost just begin to notice as you do that, like anything opening up in your ears and your neck, like is anything moving? And I want us to shake our shoulders back and forth. Shake our shoulders back and forth. If you want, you can make fists with your hands and just like kind of push gently down, like shake your shoulders back and forth. Okay. And resting. Now I want us to bring our hands in front of us, our arms in front of us, swinging one hand over the other. Now switch hands to have the opposite hand in front. Swinging your hands, swinging your arms, loosening everything up. Loosen everything up. Now bring your hands up above yourself, palms facing each other. Make a little U, like you're holding up the universe. You're holding up the whole world in your hands. Atlas. Feel the sensation in your fingertips. And I want you to then imagine your hands closing together, and as you do this, imagining you're creating a circuit within yourself, like a little golden egg that surrounds your whole body, heightening your aura bigger and bigger and bigger. And now, just gently opening up this circle in front of you and gliding down your body like you're bringing this egg of light around your whole body, 4 or 5 feet in front, 4 or 5 feet in the back. Once you get to your root, just putting your hands on your lower torso, your pelvis, the top of your womb space, just imagining golden light flowing out your fingertips, going into your womb, into your root, all the way down your legs, like lightning bolts of love. And if you're like me, remember to loosen up those knees. I always hyperextend. If you heard that, my knees just cracked. So give it a little wiggle, like you're like a little baby in those little bouncing chairs. And it's just bouncing up and down, bouncing up and down. I want us to then bring our hips to a resting position. Slight bend in your knees. And take your hands, bring them all the way back up. This time, straighten your arms out. Keep a little bend in your elbow, creating a prayer position over your head. Giving thanks to yourself for showing up. Giving thanks to God, Source, Universe, whatever is your means of higher power, your higher self. Giving thanks to your body. And bringing your hands in prayer over to the top of your crown, gently resting the base of your palms on your third eye. I'm wearing a hat, so that makes it kind of hard. But you can imagine. And then hands over the heart, feeling the circuit of golden light flowing from fingertip to fingertip. Noticing, noticing, noticing. Fingertip to fingertip. Now bring your hands to your heart, one palm over the other. Imagine this light just blasting into your heart like you just turn on a hose and it's like that mist setting where it's powerful but it's not painful, just blasting that golden ray of water, of light, of earth, of air into your heart. And for me, I have to keep bending my knees or otherwise I will hyperextend my knees. So just remember, don't push yourself. Don't hold your body in an uncomfortable position. Adjust accordingly. So I like to just bend my knees. You don't have to do this, but I think it feels really good. Just like reminding myself, like, I'm going inside, further inside myself. I'm going inside, further inside myself. I understand. Thank you. Bring your hands to your belly button, one hand over the other. I want you now to just bend your knees again back towards your butt and just create a little circle in your room or wherever you're doing this, on your yoga mat. And this is pretty much a standing practice. So if you're seated in a chair, I know you can do the arm movements. And then just allow yourself to breathe as we're doing these other parts. Or you can always come back to a different meditation if you don't have a room to move. All right. Now standing, just feeling the energy coming up your body. You're making some movement within your aura. So we're gonna go into a seated position on the floor. So I'm gonna adjust the camera and I'll give everyone a few minutes. We're gonna just do a little stretching. And I'm not a yoga teacher, you guys. I'm not a athlete, but this is what I like to do. So, you know, I probably don't know all the terms, but I think it's still helpful. So, I want us to all sit on the floor, on your yoga mat. If you need something behind your back, that's totally fine. You could sit against the wall. But I'm gonna like pull my leg up because that's what I need to do to adjust my body. But I want us to be in a cross-legged position. And I want you to just raise your knees from side to side and gently rock back and forth on your hips. Rocking back and forth, kind of awakening up the lower body. I want you to then bring your feet into a butterfly position. So that's your toes touching each other and you're spread out like a little triangle, creating a little triangle. And if you can, bring your hands to your feet or your ankles or the top of your shins, wherever is most comfortable. And I want you to just gently squeeze that area. So the feet you can squeeze, or your ankles you can squeeze, your calves, your shins. Squeezing. And just going up the leg. And then when you get to the top of your thighs, just give it a little slap, tap, tap, and back down. Highly scientific terminology. A slap, tap, tap. But yeah, get all the areas. Like get your inner thighs, get your top of your thighs, get behind your thighs. If you need to bring your legs up to reach, that's fine. I do. And then I want you to just hold your feet together for a moment. And imagine yourself sending this beautiful light, this golden light, flowing out your fingertips into the bottoms of your feet. And it flows up your ankles, up your legs, all the way into your root and your sacral underneath your belly button, raising this light till it comes all the way to the top of your crown and coming out of the top of your crown like a flower blooming this golden energy. Now I want you to stretch one leg out and bring the other leg to meet it, like creating a little triangle. And then just switch. And switch back. Just bring like a little mobility into the body. Go as slow or fast as you would like, but don't go too fast. Really, the slower you go, the better it is. Bring your hands back, or your feet back to butterfly position. Lean over your feet. Just give a little stretch to the back. You can have your hands on your feet or bring them to the floor. And just stretch out your neck. Then I want you to wiggle from side to side, stretching out the lower back a little bit. Bring your hands back to your feet if they're on the floor. And raising up your spine. Wiggle your shoulders in a circle to the back. In a circle to the front. And if you'd like, for the remainder of this practice, you can lie down or you can be seated in a butterfly position. And just getting into your relaxed meditation pose. And when you're ready, you can gently close your eyes. I invite you to take 3 slow breaths, breathing in through the nose, exhale out the nose, breathing in, exhale, breathing in, exhale, breathing in, exhale. I want you to continue this slow breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose for the next few minutes. Feeling the weight of your body. Noticing the sensation of your body against the ground. Continuing your breath. Imagine yourself standing in front of a mirror. A full-length mirror, and you can see your whole body. Imagine out of your eyes are beams of light, like a strobe light that's able to scan your body and access any areas that could use a little extra love, a little extra expansion, a little extra light. Imagine these beams of light pouring into your reflection. And as the light hits the reflection of the mirror, it pours right back into you, creating a circuit. In and out, in and out. As you love yourself more deeply, yourself loves you back. Creating a circuit. We ask to invite now your higher self forward today into the mirror to show you your own reflection. This is you at your highest vibration, at your embodiment. Perhaps you think of this as a guide or an angel aspect of yourself. But your higher self is the you without any limitations. So perhaps you have a certain mindset about something that it's very difficult to release. Oh, I'll never be successful. I'll never be cared for. No one will love me. I'm a loser. I'm a weirdo. All these things that we might tell ourselves. Our higher self doesn't think that. They see how powerful we are. They don't have those limiting thoughts. They don't have those limiting beliefs. They are you without the programming, the storyline, the things that have been kind of implanted in us that we think are, conditioning, I guess. If we've done something and we failed before, it's difficult to see it as there might be a possibility where we succeed next time. We don't always have to fail. If we've had issues with money in the past, it's going to be hard to trust that we're not going to be in those same issues again. So it's easy for us to get these conditions, these preconceived notions about ourselves, or maybe someone told us something about ourselves, even as young as 5 years old. Someone could have said you're a loser, and forever you think that about yourself. Your higher self doesn't. And through healing and through therapy and through all these different tools and technologies and journaling and getting to know yourself and meditation, yes, we can release these limitations. We don't have to hold on to these things. But we ask the higher self to come and show you a reflection of yourself so you can see how truly magnificent you are. So we're going to stay here about 5 minutes. And just keep envisioning this mirror, imagining yourself coming forward in the form of your higher self. What does she look like? What do they look like? What does he look like? Does it look just like you now? Do they have wings? Is their skin pink? Are they wearing a crazy outfit from the future? Or the past? Maybe they just look like energy. They have no form. They have no body. Just notice what comes forward for you. And also taking note of any sensations, feelings, memories that come forward, emotions. And again, we'll stay here connecting to the higher self through the mirror. Perhaps they want to share something with you, a message, a gift. Maybe it looks like they're giving you a crystal or a flower or an energy. Feel it entering your heart. What do they want to share with you? Keeping your eyes closed, bringing your presence back to your body, giving thanks to your higher self, this aspect of yourself that is always present and always with you, for showing up in this physical way today, for allowing you to understand yourself a little deeper. Imagine this mirror going further and further away from your mind, bringing in a beautiful pink light. Imagine this light almost erasing the mirror, the scene of yourself standing there. And bringing you back into the room you are in now. Like an intercessor, an intermission, bringing this energy back with you. Coming back into the room you are in now. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. I invite you to take a slow, deep breath in through your mouth, into your belly, feeling your hand move up as your belly expands. Before you exhale, take another deep breath in through your mouth, up into your chest, feeling your chest expand. Now exhale all that breath out. And together again, breathing in through the mouth, into the belly. Feel your belly rise. Again, into the chest. Feel your chest rise. And breathe out. Exhale out the mouth. It is a little difficult, but it's way more difficult when you're also talking. So, one more deep breath in through the mouth. Out through the mouth. Let it all go. You can just begin to wiggle your body back and forth. Perhaps you want to bring your knees to your chest. Stretching your hands over your body, giving yourself a little hug. And slowly, 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 if you haven't already, if you are from a lying down position, slowly rise up into a seated position. Tapping on your body, your shoulders, over your chest. Tap the top of your head. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. All the love. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that was helpful. I think it's really helpful to have some kind of movement. So whether it's something like that, where you're just kind of like waking up the body, or maybe you have a yoga flow that you like to do, or dance, or even just like turning on music and like swaying back and forth. I like to jump up and down. I think there's really like jump rope. I'm just a jumper. I love to jump up and down, and I really feel like that helps awaken myself and like ground myself into the body. But you can alter all those things to make it like more of a seated meditation. You can use just the arm movements and everything, but for the most part, I think it's really helpful if you can to stand in the beginning of this practice, just so you can get like some of that movement going into the lower legs. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. I just got this book. So the very last breath we did, the double breath, was from this book. And I want to play around with this and just like get some inspiration for different kinds of breath, because I think it's really helpful to learn more and more ways that we can utilize our breath that are like beginner friendly for sure, because it can be very intense to do breath work. So I want us to kind of like introduce ourselves to it. But I just got this. It's a 33 simple breathwork practice. So I randomly picked this page. So I might start incorporating some of these just for fun. So yeah, Happy solstice, my friends. Happy almost Christmas to people who celebrate. Happy Hanukkah that ended already. Happy almost New Year. Happy higher self connection day. And I love you guys. Also, another thing that I really like to do for a meditative practice, if something like last night's practice was kind of inspiring to you to like bring a creative aspect to meditation, I really like to do collages. I love doing collages, so I'll just like get old newspapers and books and pieces of paper and magazines, and like this is an old book and I've just been collaging in it. Ooh, there's stuff in here, so it's gonna fall out, but I've just been collaging in it like every day, and it's really fun. I think of it almost like a vision board, like a meditative practice for me to like bring forward psychic information. So if you're not like a drawer or like a painter, but you still want like to create something with your hands, like I really encourage collage. And also, if you're a digital girl and you love to make things online, you can definitely make digital collages. And I'm a big fan of this one app that's called Shuffles. Sponsor me, Shuffles. But it's like by Pinterest. So if you have a Pinterest and you like create Pinterest boards all the time that are like things that inspire you, which I love to do, like my little mood boards, like my little like, these are the things that are inspiring me visually. You can take those images, and you can also upload your own images, but you can take those images and create collages with them. And what I like to do is I'll create a collage, and then I'll put like affirmations on the collage and, you know, encouraging things for me, psychic encouragement for me, and I'll put it on my phone background. So I think affirmations are another beautiful meditation practice that I really love. There's also something, what the heck is it called? Oh yeah, emotional freedom technique tapping. I want to start doing some of those too, but that is another way where you can bring in affirmations, words, and like clear those limiting beliefs that we were talking about earlier. It's a very helpful way to clear those out by helping you address them. But then there's also an emotional, energetic component where we're clearing like psychic energies. So it's kind of like therapy and energy healing together. So you might find that helpful, and I'll try to do some of those. I've done some of them for classes in the past, but there's like sticks all over the floor, you guys. Okay, but that's just some thoughts for other types of meditation for people that are trying to like experiment and see what they find most helpful for them. And especially if you're experiencing limiting beliefs, like it's really hard to break out of those. So I think just like trying a lot of different things, and also journaling is like a great way to access ourselves, recording ourselves speaking out loud. Like I have a podcast just for it, babe. I'm kind of joking, but also serious. It's really helpful to say things out loud. So I will have my students do this if they're more of a in the mind kind of person, like saying things out loud. Or if you, especially if you do meditation practices and you get all this psychic information that comes in and you're like trying to remember it, I think it can be helpful to record yourself, because sometimes it's easier to process the information as you're speaking. So, and if you're also working on your channeling, your mediumship abilities, it's really helpful to say things out loud. And for me, like that's how my channeling works, is like I have to talk. There's other ways too, but like I won't always know what I'm going to say until I say it. So I think just being aware that is something that might be happening for you. So if you don't say anything out loud, you might not be able to even access like the full information that you're getting. So some people, it might be scary to say things out loud, and it's easier to write them down. That's why you need to push yourself. So just try it sometime. Even if I always just record like voice memos on my phone. You could record TikToks and post them on private. Like no one needs to see them other than you. So yeah, say something. I love you guys. Cheers. I'm drinking my little iced latte, and I'll see you guys later. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow's my mom's birthday, so say happy birthday to her in the comments. Okay, bye.